issue, I would end the head movement activity with some proprioception, some heavy work. Have them pick the couch cushions up and put them back. If you have a heavy work routine, which we've done in the past on the show,
club.
You can swing your club. Do you have any favorite heavy work activities that you like to do?
Climb.
Climb. All right, climbing's awesome. Yeah, climbing's a great one. If you can climb somewhere, what do you like to climb? What do you climb? Stuff. I've never seen you climb anything in my life. What are you talking about?
Like a tree.
A tree. Okay. All right. You'll climb a tree. Right. Those kinds of things. Oral motor things, like where you're blowing into the bubble jug, which we've done a couple times with the GAC or stuff like that. Okay. So that's kind of the input I can do for him. So then there's other things we can do. We'll do some motor play. Okay. Let's we're gonna back up here a little bit. Reg, why don't you bring a chair? Let's bring a chair over here. Why don't you sit right here? We'll keep this easy. Okay, sit right there. I'm gonna grab this, and I'm gonna try to talk and do at the same time. Sorry. All right. So things like, pretty simple one. Balloons are a great way to wake people up. When I used to work in a retirement community with the geriatric community, the elderly people, right? Getting them engaged was difficult. But the second you pull out the balloons and do this, you can't help it. Everyone pops it, right? You're at a concert and people throw the beach balls coming over. What do? You can't help it. You're instantly engaged. A balloon is a really cool way to kind of help bring you out of that. If you have one of those kids that is difficult to kind of get them up and engaged, throw a balloon to them. Have them pop it up and down. Right? Instantly, I'm getting the head moving. I'm engaged. I'm working on eye focus. I'm working on eye-hand coordination. Not only does that help me bring up my alert level up, but it's also very organizing too. When you start coordinating my limbs. We talked about that a little bit last week. The balloon is a bit random, so kids can get a little woo because it's very visual. So watch out for that. All right. If I don't have a balloon, or if I don't, all right, let me have that, please. Boom, just having a catch. That's it. Usually when you throw a ball to a kid, your instinct is to catch it, and usually you throw it back. Some kids like chuck it, and they chuck it the other way. That might happen. I like to use a bigger ball because it's bigger and it's easier to catch. Some of our kids can have motor skill difficulties where they miss it if it's smaller. I like the rugby ball that's kind of deflated. It could be a football. It could be whatever. Something a little bigger than a regular tennis ball or something like that. If catching is an issue, just give it to them and then they chuck it. Boom. That's it. Boom. Okay. Or they roll it, or they throw it at a target. They don't have to throw it to me, or they hit something, right? Using coordinated ball activities is great. If your kid is capable of doing it, juggling. Oh, I forgot my beanbags. Well, you use these. Juggling is a really cool skill to learn, and it's very helpful for a lot of reasons. So take that, and all you do is chuck it up. And that we can call that juggling, right? Chucking the ball up and down. There's a lot of coordinated ball skill activities you can do. There's a guy on Instagram. It's called Eye Hand Body. It's called eyehandbody.com. Go to check his website. He's a lot of really cool activities you can do with just a tennis ball. And if it's there's what's another one? Ball Vista X. It's a whole program they sell to schools involving passing a ball back and forth, and it helps with coordination, helps with focus, attention, helps bringing that alert level back up, as well as keeping the kid engaged. Okay. Do you have a favorite one of these, bud? Where when we chuck things at targets and stuff like that?
Cannonball.
Cannonball? What's cannonball? So one great. I won't set it up. I should have set it up. I have a bungee cord I string across the room. He pulls the bungee cord back and he launches the ball. He's not doing a whole lot of work, but he's interested. And then we go from that game, upstairs, and we're able to do our work. And I get a bit more focus and attention out of him than if I just did it cold turkey, if we just hopped into there. Okay.
And the platter, because the cold turkey, you don't have to cook it.
There you go. Kids got jokes. So those are some activities you can do, providing input, as well as some motor skill activities you can do with a ball or a balloon or something like that. There's other things you can do, like, again, we're focusing on getting the kid, kind of waking them up and get them engaged. Stuff like Go Noodle is cool. Putting the music on and having the kids dance. That stuff, I've seen it backfire sometimes just because it can be dysregulating. But not always. If it works, then great. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. If it still works, if Go Noodle works, or putting music on in the morning and having them do a dance party, Dance Club USA, do all that stuff. The thing with that is sometimes that involves a screen. And I know for my little guy, once we go from the screen is on, it's hard to turn it off and then transition to something else. So these things are screenless. Okay, there's no screen involved I'm using a bit more of my body, and it's a bit more heavy workish. I'll be kind of get grounded. What else was there? I think that's it. We're about the 20-minute mark. I'm trying to keep these short and sweet. If you get any questions, please post them. I don't see any, but that's okay. You can post them later if you're watching this as a rerun, and I'll get back to you on any questions you might have. Don't forget to hit 5 to subscribe and like and share these to help get the word out. And to write back if you have any questions. Don't forget to check out Lackey Kid's Marble Maze giveaway on LackeyKid.com, as well as on their Facebook page. And please go check out sensoryfitness.org and check out the Sensory Solutions for Challenging Behaviors video series that is geared towards parents and home givers, caretakers, excuse me, I can't talk, to help with kids with challenging behaviors looking through kind of a sensory lens. Thank you very much, everybody. Let's check it. No questions. All right. Thank you very much, everybody. Please join us again live next Tuesday at 4 p.m. Mountain Time. And have don't forget, a sound body is a sound mind. What do you think? Is that good?
Yeah.
All right, man. Good job. Say bye.
Bye.
I think we're still alive.
What to do kids rub face?
Oh, okay. Well, it looks like we're still alive. So, and I see a question. What to do if kids rub their face? I think that's the question. So maybe you can be a bit more specific. Let me put this down so I'm not killing my leg here. All right. What to do if your kids rub their face? Yeah, maybe give me a little bit more specifics to help me answer that. But if it sounds like maybe this is it chronic where the kid is constantly rubbing their face, they could be looking for input, where maybe they're kind of lower affect, or they're seeking for some input to help them feel their face and help them kind of get regulated. If you can give me a little bit more information, I'll try to answer that. And then I have another one. What are your favorite ways to incorporate rhythm into vestibular movements? I just saw someone using a metronome. Yeah, so things like great rhythm is everything. So incorporating like a metronome. I mean, pretty sure everyone knows what that is. It's that music thing you put. Usually, a lot of musicians have them next to the piano. It keeps kind of a rhythmic, right? Things like that in the background can help kind of get a kid kind of synced internally. If I'm listening to it, it feels kind of nice. I like to put music on in the background. Generally, I try to find something with no words. Classical music is great, or rhythmic drumming is cool. You can check out binaural beats. These if you go to YouTube and type in binaural beats, and there's 1,000 things that'll pop up. These are different kinds of rhythmic frequencies. Sometimes they use different kinds of frequencies to help kids kind of get in that. Just hearing that in the background can be really calming. It's like, when we listen to music to help calm ourselves, right? We like the beat, we like the rhythm, we like things. So anything rhythmic you can do, either auditorily or movement-wise, is going to be good. I love using the 60. Okay. Oh, sorry. My son keeps rubbing eyes or fingers near eyes. Okay. So he's rubbing his eyes a lot, it sounds like. I always start with, checking with an optometrist to make sure if there's nothing, physically going on with the eye, muscular-wise or something. If anything else is going on with the eye there, I always would check with the optometrist first, or your doctor, to see if there's some kind of ocular thing going on. Sensory-wise, It could be it could be, that's a tough one. I mean, my son keeps rubbing eyes or keep finger near the eyes. It could be that they're trying to keep out light maybe, or they're trying to, sometimes when I press my eyeballs in, I get that pressure. It feels good. You know, you might want to try like pressure on the head or like compression. You know, those micro bead pillows where you can kind of squeeze it on top of your head or your face.
Like this?
Yeah, don't do that, son. Jeez Louise. Yeah. You know, getting input into the face, or where maybe the kid's looking for some proprioceptive input where they run and crash. So things you can try vibration on the face. You know, one of those back massages. Get one of those and rub it around the face and see if that helps. I always start with going to check the optometrist first when it comes to eyes and things like that. Mallory, so that was from Rosie Clement. Mallory Jones, I love using the 60, 80 BPM for bringing alertness levels down a little bit. They naturally align with it. Ooh, all right. Maybe Mallory can talk about that. Oh, Mallory has some input here. Rosie, has your son been rubbing eyes more lately, possibly due to allergies, or has been a longer standing behavior? Mallory Jones is an awesome coda. I've worked with her in the past. She's fantastic. So I'm sure she'd be happy to answer any questions you might have, which reminds me, next week, it's a possibility to be talking with Casey Grant. She's an occupational therapist who started a new company called Grant Therapies, and I'm going to have her, I think it's going to be next week. That's not solidified yet. She does in-home therapy, and she probably has a lot of fantastic ideas. Mallory Jones works with her, and she's amazing. I worked with her in the past. But